Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we're going to make a necklace using products from Sam's Bead Box and a little bit from my stash. So this is Sam's Bead Box from December. It was beautiful. It had all these gorgeous blues in here. So here are some apatite beads. These really pretty Art Deco squares. Beautiful fire polish. This apatite piece we're going to use as a focal. These pretty little table cut beads, and these gorgeous fire polish. So, and these gold. He had a lot of gold as accents in this month's box. So, first of all, our encouraging word for today is count your rainbows, not your thunderstorms. I pulled that one out randomly, and I like it. All right, so this is going to be a little bit different for me. So I've pulled in some spacers, gold spacer beads. That's not different for me, but what's coming up is. So I've got these gold spacer beads here. We're going to be maybe incorporating them. I don't know. I may just pull in some round gold spacer beads because I've got these. I don't want to get too crazy with things. I'm not sure how things are going to go here. And then you guys are going to be surprised. I have pulled in some orange. So I am going to give another shout out to Marcy from Marcy Creates, because she has really, I've been watching her videos, and I don't watch hardly any other YouTubers videos because I don't want to get like influenced, you know, by designs. And then, you know, I just want everything that I do to kind of be my original thing. But I need help with color, and Marcy is like a color expert. So she has been doing this color series, and it's really good. So I was looking at this today. See my nice little monochromatic comfortable palette here that is beautiful on its own. But I'm like, Marcy would probably do something different with this. So I pulled out my little color wheel, and it says that this color, which is pretty close to those, that's the closest one I had, it said that its contrasting colors are peach and orange. So, I mean, it could be close. It's not that. So I was kind of looking here on this color wheel, like, what is this color? And here it is again. And it's this color and orange. So I think that's the right one. It's not that. That's too green. It's this one. So I got in my beads, and I found these little oranges. And some kind of, these are orangey, peachy ones. So, I'm like looking at it going, well, I mean, it does add a pop of color. It's kind of cool, but it's brave for me because I'm this monochromatic palette girl. But I really want to branch out. So, we're going to put in some orange here and get a pop of color in this necklace. So, I do have some wire. This is 24 gauge gold, just artistic wire. We're going to wrap the pendant piece here. And then I've got some chain, and this is just a really pretty Rolo chain that I just had bits left over of from, I don't know if I took a necklace apart or what, but I like it. And so I want to incorporate it in here somehow. I've got some eye pins because we're going to do a lot of links. We're going to do beaded links. I debated doing just bead stringing wire, but I really think that it's going to look better with links. So you're going to need a bunch of eye pins. I just dropped one somewhere. And then I've got a lobster and a ring for my lobster to clasp onto. And then I have some jump rings here because I may need them too. And I think that's everything. So we're going to give it a go. So the first thing I'm going to do is move all these aside. We are going to wire wrap our pendant in a very, very simple fashion. So I got my wire right here. I'm just going to pull off a big old chunk of it. This wire is very inexpensive, and I would rather have more than not enough. So I'm going to pull off a big piece of it, and then, you know, if I have some left over, I'll use it in other things. But I want to make sure I have enough because I'm notorious for having issues with that kind of thing. All right, so I'm just going to insert my wire in here. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little. I've had people telling me that my videos are zoomed out too far and you can't see. And don't look at my nails. They look horrible right now. I'm taking biotin. Like, the winter time really messes with them. But I have a new nail system, a color, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to start using it, but I'm not going to use it until they are a little better shape because I don't want to waste it. Okay, so anyway, I've had people telling me that I'm zoomed out too far and they can't see my videos, and when I zoom in, I have people tell me I'm zoomed in too far. So I don't know which it is, but I think if you're watching on your phone, if you make it full screen, it definitely makes it easier to see. So I don't know if you're not watching full screen or what, but I am zooming in a little bit, so hopefully this will help. Okay, and I'm just going to wrap this wire. I'm going to go around here, and then I'm going to go around like this. And I want it to have this look of not being all together, if that makes sense. I don't want it to be, I like this look of it being kind of, I don't know what the word for this is, but not, I don't know. See, you can see in between it. That's what I'm trying to get at. I know I'm not doing a very good job of it, but that's my thought process anyway. All right, so I'm just going to go around a few times. I'm wrapping around the top here just to secure it. And now I'm just going to go ahead and wrap several times around the top to secure that little piece on there. See how it's kind of all just spread out? And I like that look. I think that's pretty. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut this little bit off. I didn't have too much left over, huh? I'll be able to use that in something else. I'm going to tuck this in. So y'all let me know. I didn't realize that there was a problem with being able to see. I've had a couple people say that lately. One lady just said, I wish I could see what you're doing. So I asked in the comments, why can't you see what I'm doing? Because I genuinely wanted to know, and she never responded back. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand why you can't see what I'm doing, because I feel like it's zoomed in far enough, but maybe not. Okay, I'm going to make a small wrapped loop right here. So y'all let me know. If you're having trouble, I definitely want to fix it, but I wasn't aware there was a problem. But I've had two people say lately, but those were older videos too, so I don't know. When you watch the older videos, you kind of have to understand that, you know, things change. I get better at it, hopefully. All right, let's trim that down right there. Tuck it. And there we have our little, and I just love the way this looks. I just think it's so classy and so pretty. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to make a Y here. That's kind of what I wanted to do, is make a Y. And we're going to make a whole bunch of links, but I'm going to hang this guy because I do want it to be a true Y shape. So here, I think I might bring in some of the orange. Ooh, let's see. These are really pretty checked glass. Orangey beads, but I don't know if I want to use those. Those are pretty and they're very sparkly. I think I want to use one of the apatite beads here, and then possibly one of the orange ones on either side, kind of like that. I'm not exactly sure that I love orange and gold together, but maybe I do. I could put the little gold beads in there. I think I'm just going to do the two orange and this blue apatite bead. But it needs something gold. Let me see if I have a bead cap. Hold on. Okay, so here are some of these just regular little 4-petal bead caps. And I think I'm going to use those because I feel like it needs something gold in there. Alright, so we're going to put the little crystal on, then the bead cap, then the apatite bead, bead cap, and our other crystal. Just like that. Yep, I like that. Alright, so then we're just going to bend 90 degrees. I'm going to make a fairly good size loop here because I'm going to be hanging a couple other things from it. So I'm cutting back bigger than I normally do, and I'm going to come up on my round nose pliers bigger than I normally do. Okay, so I'm going to roll it back kind of way up here, which I don't normally ever do that, but I want that loop to be just a little bit bigger. And then we're just going to hang this on the bottom right here. I really like how wrapping that stone looks. It's pretty. Okay, and here's what we've got. Pretty, huh? I do like it. I like the orange. Okay, now we're going to make a bunch of links and use some chain, both. So I want this to be, now see, I got to zoom out because you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing, the whole thing. I want this to be kind of eclectic and not symmetrical, I will say. So I even thought about dangling a piece of chain from there, but I don't think I'm going to. Okay, so I'm going to make a few links. So let's just say, let me pull all the beads up here. Let me get these little guys too. Okay. So let's just say, I don't think I want to pull in one of these squares yet. Maybe I do. That does look kind of good. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go, let's do this guy. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep things a little simple down here close to the pendant part because I don't want it to get too distracting. Oh, he's through the middle here. Okay. I was trying to put him on the other way. Let's go that. And then this orange guy. Now see, I don't know if I'm going to like this orange with that orange. I kind of... Do I really want to put different oranges in? I might. I don't know if I do or not. Where's Marcy when I need her? Maybe that looks better. Right there. I think I like that. Okay, let's go with that. Alright, so let's bend this 90 degrees. Now these loops I'm keeping kind of small. I don't want them to be real big and huge. So I'm just rolling back like a normal loop. I'm not doing that real big. Okay, so then this is going to go here. And then I would kind of like to do a little bit of chain over here. Kind of going up. You know, uneven like. So I think I'm going to cut this chain like right about here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hook this guy right onto here. Now I'm going to hook all these on with jump rings because I feel like it makes things lay so much better when you do, and they don't get all bound up and messed up and twisted up and, you know, stuff like that. So I'm going to take this jump ring. I am going to hook him right onto him. Close it right up. Now make sure your links are closed because it's easy to, you know, not have them closed up real good. And then I'm just going to hook this chain on over here. And yes, I'm going to do it with a jump ring too. These are little jump rings. I think they're 4mm. They're not real, you know, noticeable. Or, and we're just going to hook this one right onto that link that we made on the top of our pendant piece. And that's going to create a little Y shape. See that? I like it so far. Okay. Now, let's see. So now I want to do another link here and then a link here. Okay, so with this next link, I kind of want to pull this guy in. I love those, but I don't know though. Maybe I should do some chain right here and another link over here. I might do that. I'm going to do a small piece of chain here because I don't want to get too crazy with the color, like the blues and the oranges. I don't want it to be, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say at all, but just in my head, I know what I'm seeing, and I don't want it to be too much. So that's what I'm trying to say, I guess. I don't know. I am just now getting caught up from Christmas and holidays, and our drive home, from West Virginia was horrific. It was a 12.5-hour drive, took us nearly 16 hours to get home. There was so much traffic and wrecks. People were wrecking everywhere. I'm like, why can people not drive straight down a street? I mean, I don't understand. I guess they were trying to weave in and out of traffic, and I mean, there were wrecks everywhere. Like every 2 minutes, we would just get through one and it would say, there's a 46-minute slowdown. We were like, no, please, we can't get home. So yes, it was a long, long drive, and I was just totally over it. By the time we got home, I was so fed up with being on the road in general. Okay, so enough of that. Let's do I want to pull this guy? I think I kind of do want to pull him in. I don't know. I hope this doesn't end up looking like a preschooler put it together. I'm not used to using color like this. It is pretty though, I gotta say. I do like that. All right, let's pull out another apatite bead. Let's do that for now. Oh, and I'm forgetting these guys. I really like these guys too. I do want to incorporate them in too. I just don't want it to get too crazy looking. That's my problem. Maybe I should have put him somewhere else. Let's just move on. Okay, let me get my bead caps out. We need a bead cap for this guy right here. Lord help me. Okay, let's go right here in this bead cap. So that's good, sort of. Let me see, does it, and we could use another one of these maybe, would tie things together. I feel like it's just looking very random. Okay, let me see if putting an orange bead on there will help. Well, now that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Let's go with it. I may not use all these beads. I may just stick with a certain few. Since I'm adding in the scary pop of color, I don't know. I may just stick with fewer beads. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's make this loop. I do like it. It is pretty. Okay, we're gonna do this. We can do it. Okay, now let's see. I got these gold guys that I need to put in here too. I really like those beads. I liked everything that was in Sam's box this month. Okay, well, scoot this down a little. I still want everybody to be able to see. I could raise the camera. And I'm just going to go ahead and hook these on while I've got it laying here, just because it's just going to help me to keep everything even if I hook things on as we go. So let's hook this on. All right, now I feel like that I need to just do a bead link here and a bead link here and not put any more chain for a minute. So let's do that. Let's make a bead link over here. Let's make a bead link over here first. Do I want to use these? I don't think they're going to look right now. I think they're kind of looking weird now. Do I want to use these? Those I think I still kind of want to use because I think I do. So let's do this. Let's do this guy and this guy and another gold one. And then let's check out one of these little orange crystals on there. I want the orange in there. I just don't want the orange in there too much. So I think I don't need him. Let's do a bead cap and an apatite bead. Let's do another bead cap. I'm just looking, guys, because I don't want it to be too weird. But I do like, I can't decide if I like it or not. I think I do. I just don't know. Okay. I think, this is hard. This pulling in color stuff is hard. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this gold guy and this one. Let's stack a couple of these and do this apatite and see what it looks like. And this is sometimes how it goes when you're designing, and you're designing in kind of new territory than what you're used to. I kind of like that. Sometimes you just have to try things and pull them off if they don't look right, put them back. Just trial and error. And like I said, I've been a very monochromatic kind of girl, but I really want to branch out from that. I love the way that other designers, I'm making that loop way too small. I love the way that other designers use color, and I have not been very good at that. Oh, I like it better that way, upside down. Yeah, that looks better. I've just not been very good at it. I've just been very monochromatic in my designing. I'm that way in my clothes too. I wear all black. I mean, most of the time. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so limited when it comes to color, but I'm really trying to branch out and learn a little bit. And I'm telling you guys, check out Marcy's channel because she is fantastic at putting color together. Fantastic. I mean, just really good. Okay, stick this on here. Alrighty. It's good. It's good. I still wonder if I ought to hang a piece of that chain from there. It kind of, oh, that does kind of tie things together. Okay, that's what we need. We're going to hang this piece of chain on there. Watch this. It needs that. That's kind of what's making it look weird, I think. I don't know why, but it needs that piece of chain right there on the front just to kind of bring it all together. So I'm just going to take it with a jump ring and I'm going to stick it right on there. It definitely needed that. Now, why are things hanging sideways? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it definitely needed that chain. And I may even put a little orange drop on the bottom if we get adventurous. But I want to cut a link off of it. I got it a little bit too long. Let me just trim that link up. All right, so what we got now is we have a couple links. Well, and we have our chain. I really don't want to cut my finger, especially on camera. Okay. That looks better. It needed that. Yes, it did. I don't know why, but it did. And see, this is hanging kind of crooked. So if it is, what you got to do is you just take your top ring here, like you want it to hang, hold it the way you want it to, and then just take this bottom and just move your bottom and hold your top still, and that will fix it. Alrighty, so we got that. That looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm gonna do another bead link. I'm gonna do another couple of bead links, at least one over here. This is hard. It's really hard. I'm surprised at how hard this is. Okay, I think I need to put in some of this blue back. So let's do one of these guys. Let's do another, no, we've got an apatite bead there. What about one of these guys over here? Let's do that one. That's pretty good. And then let's do a gold. Or I might do two of these and a gold. I'm just experimenting to see what looks the best. I want it to be very kind of just boho and different. I do want that. But I just want to make sure that it's not too crazy. I don't know. I don't like things to look really busy all the time. Now, some people really like that. And I've had a couple people say, because I talk about how I don't bead all the way up a chain all the time, because that just makes it look busy. But a lot of people say I should. So I'm kind of branching out a little. I'm trying. I don't want to be stuck in a rut. We're going to hook that on. Now, another thing you got to decide is how long you want this to be. I don't want this to be super long. I want it just to hang like, you know, right around below my collarbone just a little bit. So there's that. Now on this side, I might do another little bit of chain. I think it would kind of even things out a little. Let me look. Yeah, I'm going to do just a little bit of chain over here, not a huge amount, probably even with that, right about here. And I kind of like the asymmetrical. I know a lot of people don't like that either, but I think it's fun. And this is still going to hang. I mean, it's not going to be asymmetrical on your body. Like, it's going to hang evenly on your body. The beads just will be asymmetrical in their design. There we go. We'll see. I don't know. It's a branch out for me. Okay. I do like it, though. It's pretty cool looking. Okay, I think it needs now... We got all this on here. It needs a little bit of chain over here. Let's go ahead and do that. And then it needs some beads on the other side. Maybe another of the square beads. I'm not sure. So there we are. Okay, now let's see. We need an apatite bead over here for sure, and one of these for sure, and probably another orange bead. That one maybe? Or should I throw in this round guy? I don't really like the round guy so much for some reason. I don't know. I'm just not loving him. I think we might do that. So let's grab a head or an eye pin. And I think I might stick a little gold in between there. So let's do this. Let me get a bead cap. You don't have to use bead caps. I just feel like bringing the metal in, and I'm only going to do one bead cap on it, just on the bottom. But I feel like bringing the metal in really helps, you know, keep everything kind of together looking. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's time for another one of these. So I got him. Let's do this gold bead and see if maybe it's time for that. Yeah, I think it kind of is. I think it's needing it for the balance. But let me see if the orange bead would look better between this and that. And see, this is what you got to do, and it does. It needs that. It brings it up into there. So this is what you have to do. You just have to kind of experiment, you know, play around, see what looks best, especially when you're trying a different technique or a new technique or something that's kind of out of your comfort zone. Just play with it. Have fun with it. This is really, you know, beading should be fun and enjoyable and not quite so serious all the time, maybe. I mean, you do want it to look good, obviously, but let's go ahead and add this one on. See, I'm looking in the camera right now, and I can see really well everything that I'm doing. So, you all tell me if you can't. Now, I know you're not going to see the bottom of this because I'm going to have to scoot it down. But you tell me if you can't, because if your screen is on, if you've got your screen on, you know, your big screen and your brightness up. That's another thing that makes it hard to see, is if you don't have your brightness up. I know I have a lot of trouble with that, so. All right, I'm going to do another bead link here. I'm going to do 2 on this side. But yeah, if your brightness isn't up, that can really affect how you're seeing things as well. I know I really have trouble. Have to always turn that brightness up really high. Let's see about a couple of these guys. I like layering those. I think they look really cool. And then I might pull in another of these, and I may actually put a bead cap on the bottom. Let's see. That looks cool. And I'm going to put a bead cap on the top. It needs it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And I may even, I'm not going to do any orange on this link. I'm just trying to kind of do it sporadically. I do like it though. Okay, and we're going to cut this. Create a little loop. Whoops, goodness. Yeah, Kara told me to take biotin, so I'm taking your advice, Kara. I'm definitely going to take biotin for my nails. There's something about wintertime that just, man, and it's not even cold. Well, it was cold. I mean, we were home and it was like -2 degrees. So my nails freaked out. They were like, no, where's Florida? And started peeling and doing all kinds of weirdness. And that's what they do every year. And so she told me to take biotin, so I'm going to try that. And once they get strong again, then I'm going to do the Cystico system is what it's called. Cystico or Cystaco, I don't know how you say it, but I've heard it pronounced both ways. But it's supposed to last, which is what I need, because I've always got my hands in water and resin and who knows what else. Okay, so now we're going to do this. I think this might be the last link. We'll have to see how long it is. I don't have too much chain left. Well, I do have a little bit right there. Okay. So let's see. Let's do, probably need an orange bead. I really need to pull in another. I used one of these down there and I haven't used another one, so I need to do that. Let's do the gold let's do a bead cap and the apatite bead here. Okay, let me pull this down. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to put one of these little guys on top because they kind of bring in the, I might even do this. Yeah, I like that. All right, this is coming together. I know it's kind of a long video, but I wanted y'all to see my stumbling through this design process, because I'm telling you, when you change up something that you're used to doing, and even though it's no big deal, I mean, just adding in a little color is no big deal to some people, but to me, where I really don't use a lot of contrasting color and stuff, it really kind of, you think, oh my gosh, and it makes your design process a little different, is what I'm trying to say. So this is you guys have watched me, the ones that have been on here, you know how I design, and so it throws like a little, throws a little cog in the wheel when you switch things up. So it's kind of fun though. I need to do that. All right. So let me hold this up to myself and just see kind of where, yeah, it definitely needs, I probably need one more bead link on either side. And let me go down a little. I don't want to be too far out. One more bead link on either side, and then we'll probably just attach chain for the back. So let's do this. Let's bring in another one of these over here. So we'll go, let's do a couple of these. Let's do 3 of these. 3 of those. This guy. I really like those, stacking those things. And then maybe this little orange one here. Yeah, that's good. And probably this blue. Like that. Alrighty, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Sorry, my tools are going crazy. Okay, gonna hook these together with our little jump rings. All right. And then on the other side, I'm going to do, let's see, another apatite bead for sure. I wonder if I should do, no, I don't really want to do, I kind of do want to do chain there. I think it would even it out a little bit better. But I'm going to do chain on the back, so I think I will do another bead link. Okay, so let's do the apatite bead. Let's do this little fire polish bead. Then we'll go with the bead cap, apatite bead. I'll grab a darker one. I kind of like this dark one. It's pretty. These are faceted. They're so pretty. Another bead cap. And then I'm going to go with one of the little orange crystals, I think. And do I want something else? A gold bead maybe on top? Yeah, that's pretty good. I may even add another one of these guys on top. I'm wanting it to be a little bit. I don't think it needs that one. I know that seems so picky. You're like, really taking off that one little bead, but I'm weird about how it looks. I want it to look like I want it to look. Okay, so there's that link. Let's put those together. And then I think I'm just going to finish it with the chain. I think if I add these last little bits of chain, might be enough. We'll see. Sam's Bead Box is beautiful, guys, and it's $46 a month plus your shipping. And I do have a coupon code for $5 off your first month's box. It is just Wendy, just plain Wendy, and nothing else. And That'll give you $5 off your first month's box if you want to subscribe. It's beautiful. It's always check glass and gemstones, and it's just, I mean, stunning. I told him, I emailed him or messaged him on Facebook, and, you know, just said, your box gets beautiful, more and more beautiful every month. It really does. It's just really pretty. Okay, so I'm just, you know, putting some chain here on the end. I'm just trying to make sure I have two pieces that are pretty well the same length. Those two are. Gonna just hook them on with the jump rings like I've been doing. Guess I better hook it on right there, huh? Gonna need one at the top too, obviously, but. And I do like the orange and the blue. I like the way this has turned out. Like I said, it was a little bit scary for me, but hey, I can learn. I can branch out and learn. And the color theory stuff is really, I find it very interesting. Okay, we got that one hooked on. So I'm just going to go ahead and hook my ring over here for my lobster. Okay, let's pull this down. And then I'm going to go ahead and hook my lobster on over here. This was a cool looking lobster too. I thought I might use a little bit bigger jump ring for that one, just to be sure. I'll use a 6mm. Okay. So we'll hook that right on. And then I'm going to hold it up and see where it lays again on me. Oh my gosh, this jump ring is very thick. And then I'll decide if I need an extender or not. Daggone, that's a strong jump ring. Okay, let me hold this up. Yeah, it does not need an extender. In fact, I've got it too long. I'm going to have to trim it down a bit. Bummer, man. It happens. So let's go. I'm going to go way back here. And I'm just eyeballing it. I hope that's enough. It was pretty long on me. I'm going to go a little bit more. I use all these bits of chain. I save them and use them in all kinds of things. Tassels and all kinds of goodness. So don't think that I'm just wasting chain. I save every bit of it and use it later in other things. Let's go ahead and just hook this on the end. I got it way, way too long. Now, if this was a tassel, I would definitely put it longer, but it's not, and it would look kind of weird, I think, hanging way down. Unless that's your thing. Some people layer them, and layering necklaces is really cool, I think. And in that case, you may want it longer. This jump ring, he is a beast. I'm telling you what, my little Zerron pliers here are having issues with this 6mm jump ring. I don't know where he came from, but he's thick. Beast of a jump ring, aren't you? Well, you won't be coming loose, that's for sure. Daggone. Manhandle him around there. Okay. All right, now let me hold it up. That is much better. It does not need an extender. It doesn't need to be any longer than what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on a form and let you guys see it. All right, be right back. Okay, so here we are in the light box. There is the whole thing. Let me get out far enough. I may be zoomed in. Oh, I was. Okay, so there's the whole necklace. I do like how it turned out. I'm not used to combining, like I said, the colors, the oranges and the blues, but I really like it. So, and I think the pendant turned out pretty, and it definitely needed that little piece of chain hanging on the front. It just kind of brings everything together. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you somebody that branches out and uses a lot of color or not? I'd be interested to hear what you think about it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, check out Marcy's channel. It is fabulous. And check out Sam's box. I do have the $2 off or $5 off code for Sam's. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.